Hey YouTube, it's Melanie. I'm here to do another dupe video, and this time it is talking about Revlon's Gray Suede and Essie's Jazz. Let's see if you can see that. I purchased this one first, which is funny because I got them, I think, within maybe 2 days of each other, and this one's showing up a lot whiter. That's better. It's a really, really nice nude color, and I'll show you the swatch here. Here's the swatch, and here is this, and it gets bottle color. It really does. It's quite nice. And then a few days later I went out and Walgreens had a sale on Revlon nail polishes, and I really wanted to get some because I love Revlon nail polishes. I know that there's a lot of other brands that I could like more, but I'd say Essie's probably my first favorite and Revlon's my second. So the fact that I have two colors so similar in my top two favorite brands makes me really, really happy. I love both of these. And here is the Revlon one. And this one is a gray, it's called Gray Suede, but I don't really think that there's anything gray about it. This is more, it's a beige with a light, you can't really even see it unless you're looking for it, I guess white or silver shimmer, and it doesn't do anything, just enhance the color. Whereas Jazz is completely cream. It is just, there's no shimmer in it. And here is the swatch for the Gray Suede, and it's wonderful. It really is, and it's this color here next to the orange swatch. This one is, it looks pretty similar here, but they're really two completely different colors. So this one's Gray Suede, and this one is Essie. And besides the fact that this one has shimmer, whereas this one doesn't, I'd say they're really close in color. And you can see here that, let me see, if I do this, they're really quite similar. The only thing that really makes them different besides the shimmer is that Jazz, I think, is a bit more white, or has a little bit more white in it, whereas this one is a lot more beige. And you can see that there, you can really tell the difference in color. But when you swatch it up against your nails, you can't really tell the difference that much, and especially because the shimmer in this, it doesn't really stand out. So like I said, it just adds to the color. And I'll hold up the swatches on the nail here again so you can see. See if I can do this. So it's this one here, and on the top I have Essie's Jazz, and on the bottom I have Gray Suede. And there, you can tell the difference again there. But if you're wearing this and you wanted to purchase Revlon because it was cheaper, I think it was $2.99 when I bought it, and you didn't want to pay $8 for Essie, but you wanted the color Jazz, then I would say go ahead and get Revlon. This one, I took 3 coats when I painted it. I did this as a manicure for my mom. This one took 3 coats. This one also took 3 coats, but it probably would have been fine with just 2. Essie, I have found, even if their colors look like they're not going to be very pigmented, they're actually quite pigmented. And then as far as brushes go, if I can even get this open, there we go. So, well, I guess first I should start off with saying that Essie's formula is a lot more watery. And they have a tiny, tiny brush. I'll just do this one at a time. So, here's Essie's brush. It's really small, really thin. I mean, I'm turning it and you can't even tell that much of a difference, but I love it. I just think that it gives good control. If you're the kind of person who doesn't do the one stroke down the middle and then two on the, like one on the side, one on the other side, this is good if you just sort of stroke it on. And then Revlon's brush is thicker, as is their formula. It's a little bit thicker. Here you can see that it's a bit thicker, or wider I should say, than Essie's. Still pretty thin. The formula is a little bit thicker than Essie's, but it's not super thick. It's not as thick as OPI, and it's still pretty pigmented. The only thing that I've ever run into an issue with Revlon is that if you put this on, well, don't shake the polishes. I've heard the thing to do is to rub them in between your hands, like, or roll them in between your hands like this, because it shakes up the pigment, but it doesn't add bubbles. And I heard that if you go and you shake Revlon like this, then you'll get a lot of bubbles in your polish, and the bubbles will go away, but you don't want to shake it up and then paint right away, because then you'll end up with a million bubbles in your fingers. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but I hate getting bubbles in my manicure more than anything else. So this is definitely the color that I would go to if I wanted Essie's Jazz, but I didn't want to pay the money for it. But as you can see, I have them both, and I love them both. I have not worn Revlon's yet on my own nails, but I've done it on my mom's nails, and they have been wearing great. I found that Revlon is pretty good wear time. And Essie's is just wonderful. I can never complain about Essie. There's nothing that I've ever found wrong with it. I love it. So that is my comparison of Essie's Jazz and Revlon's Gray Suede. So happy painting!